Welcome to the Weird Girls Club with Niamh and Amy. Now grab a cuppa
or something stronger
and let's get into it. We're back.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year. Did you have a nice New Year's?
Yeah, it's grand. Watched the CN Light show.
Oh, I didn't even watch that.
It was shitey. It was on for about 5 minutes.
Where did you watch it?
They done a live stream on YouTube, but you could see it from Michelle's window anyways. They turned off the CN tower at like 3 minutes to 12 and then turned it back on at 2 minutes to 12 and just done a live show. The only thing that was on it that's never usually on it was 2021. They had 2021 on the little like circular part. And there's like loads of lights, like obviously live show, and then they had loads of music on the live stream. But I mean, they do like a live show kind of every night, just not that long. Like it changes colours every night. Like it's like a lava
You have the
lamp.
privilege of having the view of it. Actually, we can't see it now. Maybe
when you're sitting down, you can't really see it.
I think it's because it's kind of foggy out. It's kind of stormy.
Oh yeah, the minute it gets like a bit snowy or rain and foggy, like you can't see any of them buildings. It's weird.
Oh, that's like that from like the big building that looks like
the Aurora, I think it's called. Yeah, you can't see it. Oh yeah.
Woo! Well, yeah, at least you got to see it. I didn't watch it now.
Yeah, it wasn't exciting. I saw all the posts from different countries, like, and all the fireworks and everything. It looked so much better. I was like, that was a 2020 light show. It really was. Like, they were not changing how this year was going. They weren't making me feel better by watching it.
At least they still had it, though. Like...
Yeah, but they usually have, like, a different show. Like, that. Obviously, they can't have, like, people down there, but I think they usually have performers and stuff. They literally just had helicopters flying around the CN Tower. And yeah, that's all it was, because the mayor done like a announcement before, but it was pre-recorded, and they put that. Oh my god, what was that?
Just disclaimer. We were here. I've been up in like. No, I don't even want to talk about it. So
go on.
If Amy was going to the bathroom earlier, she was literally walking into the bathroom. We were talking, and then we heard. What did you think you heard? I heard something, but I
heard a noise, but I thought it sounded like me talking, if that makes sense. I thought an episode of the podcast was playing because we'd been listening back and editing stuff. So I thought that played like literally for half a second. Like I heard a noise like that. Like it was like someone talking. It wasn't as if something fell. That's what I heard.
And I thought it was from behind me.
Oh yeah, it came from this direction. It didn't come from the bathroom. It came from the sitting room.
So, and then I don't know if the podcast picked that up, but there was like a noise from your bathroom.
Yeah.
And it sounded like something.
It was almost like something fell.
It was almost, yeah.
That's what it sounded like. But like there's no windows in there, like there's no breeze. It's...
That's so
I'm not going in to check effort of that, but maybe my apartment's
if
haunted.
that door swings, you're
on
your own. No, you're on your Jack Jones. Like,
I'm always on my Jack Jones here.
Oh god, right, so
maybe I'm not.
Maybe you're not.
Maybe
it's just someone saying, hey, hey girl, hey.
What's up?
But anyway, we're jumping straight into episode 3.
Yes.
If we still have any listeners.
Yeah.
But this episode we're going to talk about something really cool we did last week, which was we had a Zoom call with a medium, and we both booked in appointments with a medium, and we're just going to chat about that for a little bit. Amy went first, and let us know what you thought.
Experience. Have you ever had one before, like been to a medium?
Yeah, I had one before I came to Ireland, and she was really good. Like, I went in low expectations, and I think she raised the bar. So with this one, I was expecting that and better.
That's what happens when you have a good one, because I've been to 2 before, and then some group sessions like in pubs and stuff. So my very first one was really good, and then my last one before I came to Canada was really bad. So my expectations were all over the place, but they were a little bit high for this one. But then I also went in with the mindset that she could be totally bullshitting.
Yeah.
So we're open-minded, so we're going to talk about that in a little bit, but we're just ringing in the new year.
We are. Oh, actually, talking about the new year, the one thing that it kind of I like it and I don't like it, but everyone's posts on like everything on social media.
Yeah.
Like, do I like it? Yeah, we've had a crappy year. I like to see everyone's kind of optimistic and looking forward to like the new year.
Mm.
What I seen someone post and literally opened my eyes was when you have, or like I know I follow certain pages on Instagram that are like body positive, like
I do
like
too.
self-love, self-care, which is something I think everyone kind of needs to follow, like
like some real pages.
Yeah, exactly. So when you see them like self-love, like body positivity pages,
love your course,
love your curves, love yourself, like big, small, tall, short, medium, large, it doesn't matter what you are, love yourself, like I'm all here for it, like sign me up, I'm following, like that's it. But I seen someone post, no, it wasn't a body positive page, it was just someone else, and she was like, how hypocritical is it when a body positive page or a person promoting like just positivity in general puts up, and I don't know if anyone else has seen these memes, but it's like, just for example, it's like a Barbie and it's like December 4th and it's like Barbie, like perfect, December 26th and it's like Barbie with 5 chins and looking chubby, in a
tracksuit and a bun,
looking chubby, like, and I never thought about it. And I was like, that is so hypocritical. Like, and especially coming from a page that's promoting body positivity. I'm like, so you're telling everyone
to be positive and love how you look, but then
come Christmas, like, we're gonna like take
that you need to go on a detox, and what you've done in the last 3 days is bad, which I think that mindset needs to be changed. Like, everyone loves to indulge in food and chocolates and sweets over Christmas. We all do it, and I do kind of laugh at the memes because I'm like, oh, that's so relatable, like that you're together and after Christmas you feel about 10 stone heavier, but you don't actually deep that meme when you're thinking then that the last days you're like, oh my god, I need to then January 4th, I need to only eat carrot sticks, drink water, get rid of the drink, I need to change my life around. We're all buying gym memberships and we're watching Chloe Ting YouTube videos again, like but then you stress yourself out, and by mid-January you're like, oh fuck that.
You were like, if I wanted a summer bunny, I should have started probably like last summer.
Then it gets to summer and you're like, oh shit, maybe next summer, and you're going into the new year already thinking about that you need to be a size whatever or lose however many pounds down by summer, when really
exactly.
You know what?
And just a warning to anyone, like, we should probably put like triggering, like this could be triggering for some people if they don't, like, some people don't like talking about it because it's a daily struggle for lots of people, and then they probably don't want to come onto a podcast and listen to people.
That's true. So we won't talk about it for too long. We just wanted to say that don't dwell on, like, if any page makes you feel like less worthy than what you are, literally unfollow them, because I went through that phase where I was like, no, if it's not, like, I'm sick of coming on and feeling shit about what I'm saying. I don't think during lockdown,
like no one's making me follow these pages. Like, if I'm not happy, I change it. So if a page, it doesn't matter who they are, if it could be someone close friends, and that's, if you don't want to follow them, then you don't have to follow them. If it's upsetting you, it's not worth it. Like, your own mental health and how you feel about yourself is way more important than pleasing someone just by following them. Like, honest to God, if you're not happy, unfollow accounts. That's just my little 2021 tip.
And if it is a close friend or a family member or someone that you don't want to almost I don't want to say get into an argument, but you know, some people can be really weird about social media and be like, oh, why are you not following me, blah blah. You can mute them. That is an option. If you don't want to physically unfollow someone, you can mute them and their posts don't come up on your page. So they're just little tips going into the new year. Make this year about yourself.
Absolutely.
Because that's the only person that's living your life and doing all these things, and it's just, and you want to do it and make this your year. We've seen the past year how quickly things can change.
Yeah.
So go out and live your life safely. I'm not saying go out and start partying because you want to party when we're in a pandemic, but if you want to start something, if you want to finish something, if you want to cut people out of your life, just fucking do it.
This year, but like, have you got plans for this year? Like, is there anything like you really want to get out of this year?
I was actually only thinking about that when I was thinking about the recording the podcast. I was like, we should talk about if we have any New Year's resolutions, but no, I don't have typical ones. Like, every year I always go in and like, right, I'm going to lose weight, I'm going to join the gym and do all them things that I just after saying don't do them.
Yeah.
I just want to make this year about me. I don't care how selfish that is. It needs to be about me
100%,
and do what I want, and if I don't want to do something, I'm not going to do it.
Yeah. Like, I think everyone is just so over people pleasing.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm saying this because I'm the...
It's
like,
really so 2010.
I'm like the worst people pleaser, but
Oh,
no,
me too.
I'm on the exact same page. Like, I was thinking, like, this is my year. Like, this is my year. I'm going to say my year of health. I'm starting a year of health.
Yeah.
That does not
self-care.
mean... And self-care. That does not mean I'm going to be, like, running around downtown doing 5Ks and only eating, like vegetables. I'm not saying that. I'm saying I'm going to...
Physical, mental
like physical, mental, just self-care. Like, I am not going into this year saying my goal is to lose like 2 stone, 3 stone. If that is some people's goals, I applaud you. Like, like,
but
oh
don't stress yourself over it if that doesn't happen by February, because I think that's what turns us off a lot of things. Is then we're like, right, it's January, new year, new start, and it is a new year and a new start.
Yeah.
But don't limit yourself to the 4th of May when summer starts and you need to be shredded. Because that's not for everyone, and I know that's not everybody's goal. Some people are completely happy with their weight and their body.
If people are working on themselves, I applaud you. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. We're not judging anyone that is. It's just like, if it was like, if someone's asking me, like you're asking me, I'm going into the new my person. I'm going into the new year I'm saying a year of health, but it's more of a year to create more healthy habits. Yeah. So self-care, like taking time from me, like if I don't want to do so, I'm not doing it. Like, to a certain extent, like, you know, of course. Like, obviously, but
you have to work, pay your bills.
I have to work, but I'm very lucky. I love my job.
Yeah, no, that's good. But
I'm blessed that I love and I love the people I work with, and we're like a little family. Like, it's like my little.
Stop saying that because you know they're gonna listen.
If you are listening, if you are listening,
no, we're just so blessed to be still working, obviously through the pandemic and stuff. So, yeah, I have the same thoughts. I just want to focus this year on bettering me health in not just like physical appearance or like that, but mentally. Like, I get so into the habit, especially in lockdown, that you realise I haven't went out on a walk in like 5 days. That's not healthy. Like, I know you're not supposed to be going out and mingling with people, but you can go on a walk if you have your headphones, listen to a podcast, listen to music, whatever you're doing. I want to just take time to not sit around like a couch potato. Yeah. Do active things, whether that's just drawing, going on a walk, like I said, getting into the bath, just relaxing, putting your phone down. That's just what I want to focus on this year.
Definitely like disconnecting, like reminding yourself, like, here, like I think we like especially
have more baths. I don't know if I already said that.
Oh, I love a good bath. Yeah. And loads of people are like, ew, I don't like baths. It's like stewing in your own filth. Well, put it this way, if you're already clean, getting into a bath, you're not stewing
like,
in your
how filthy are you getting into a bath? Let's be real. Like, if your filth is visibly seen floating around your bath with you, then you need to shower.
I don't get into the bath to wash.
No, I get into the bath to relax.
I get into the bath to relax.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah. Like, I actually only had a bath on, what day was it? Because I found a bath bomb that I didn't know I had. I must have got it for a present, and I put it in the bath, and I swear to God, the thing just disappeared. The water was the same colour. Like, there was no soap.
I bought a packet of bath bombs, and they were all like that. Like, they were lavender ones, but they just fizzled out into nothing. But I went to Shoppers the other day and I bought a big bottle of like bubble bath.
Oh, I think I know what bubble bath you're on about.
Yeah, I got that, and
what colour did you get?
Lavender.
I love lavender.
I got that. So just picked up a few little bits, and face masks. Everybody get face masks. Yeah. Get into the bath. That's what I do. I do bring my laptop into the bath with me because I put something on.
Yeah,
But then I sit in the bath and just relax for about 2 hours.
Yeah, but like, put it this way, I don't think I could sit in the bath with like just me sitting in the bath.
Yeah, no, I couldn't do that.
Like, what am I supposed to do? I know people are like, unwind, like meditate. Like, I wish I could, but I don't meditate because I would probably fall asleep the majority of the time when I meditate. Like, I start getting sleepy, which I do. I wish I had the mindset to do a full meditation.
Yeah, do you know what? I think some things in life just aren't for you.
Exactly.
And if meditation's not for you, it's not for you. You can meditate in other ways, whether that's drawing. Or
oh my God, I love drawing. Yeah. I am no Michelangelo whatsoever. Same. But there's just something so therapeutic.
There is.
Like, I love nothing more than to just like put podcasts on, put the earphones in, and
We're Girls Club podcast.
And just draw. Like, I started doing this. Like, it was a month or two ago. I was doing. I don't know if you've ever done it, but it's like paint by numbers.
Yeah.
The circles with the numbers on it were so small because it was so detailed. They give you a magnifying glass in with it.
Oh my God.
So I was working so hard on this. Like, I think I spent 2 full days right, the thing was
But that's
nowhere
good,
near
'cause then
done.
it's time not on your phone and time just totally
Exactly.
with you, like,
Exactly.
in yourself.
And it's like not scroll. But it took about 2 days for me to even try get the outline done. For Aaron then to spill a cup of coffee all over it.
No.
And it was completely ruined. So that went straight into the bin. But then for Christmas he bought me a new one that I haven't started yet. But it's just as detailed. It's like the Beauty and the Beast, but it's like the rose in the glass.
Oh, that's really nice.
Yeah, it's super cute, but it's detailed.
Yeah.
Like I haven't even opened it out of the box. Like the pictures on the front, I'm like, when I seen it, I was like,
it's gonna take years.
I was like, I'm so excited to do it, but like it's gonna be my 50th birthday before I get finished, and I don't even think I'll still have as good an eyesight now, so it's probably gonna take me longer.
Oh my god! I bought an adult colouring book on Amazon. I think it was Amazon when like lockdown started, but it's like a swear word one. So every page has like a course on it, and then it has all the like well, I don't know what the design's called, but it has like flowers around it and different like designs that you colour them in, and you colour the swear words in. So it's fun. I think I've only done about 2 pages in it because like then I just was like, oh.
I hate when you're using an adult colouring book and the markers transfer to the page.
Oh, that's so annoying.
Yeah,
so
I
need to get pencils because I had like little pens and I was like, these are just way too annoying.
Because Aaron for Christmas got me the paint by numbers, and he got me I don't know if you've watched Hamilton.
No. On
Disney Plus. Well, Hamilton, whoever hasn't watched Hamilton, oh my god, like just knock this podcast off and go watch Hamilton. No, don't
knock this podcast off.
No,
watch it afterwards.
Hamilton is unreal, and I had no expect. I was like, oh my god, this is like so like this is it's long, and I was like, oh, like I don't know the songs. Like Aaron does not like musicals. The two of us were like the Brady Bunch. To this day, we'll say one line and we're like Alexander Hamilton. Like we just go into character. It's the freakiest thing, but it's the funniest thing to see Aaron as well, like 6'5", like doing like freaking dances and everything when the songs, but they're so catchy. Like, so if Aaron likes it, like you're gonna like it. But anyway, the colouring book is Hamilton. Like, so
that's cute.
So I was doing it for like 10 minutes the other day, and the marker was transferring, and I was like, I'm over this. Like, I have to get another piece of paper to go under it.
So otherwise it goes to one.
Yeah, but I could buy pencils. Because he bought me markers that you could use pencils.
You were using
but then it's like, oh my god, I have to pair this pencil.
Oh yeah, and I just see the worst.
I might just get crayons. Do you remember Twistables, the Crayola Twistables?
Yeah, you used to get the big packet and had all of. They were so good.
Oh, I know. I really want them.
I miss being a kid and getting stuff like that. I used to always get little artsy bits for Christmas.
I know. Why do we have to grow up?
Growing up sucks.
I want to be Peter Pan.
Oh, I'd love that. Never grown up. Never have to pay bills. Just get epic presents for Christmas every year. I know. Although I still get stuff I really like now. It's just more adulty stuff.
I know, like, I asked Aaron.
Money to pay your bills.
I was like, can we get a new Hoover? Like, I really want a new Hoover. Like, badly want a new Hoover.
Like, I think last year, people actually gave me money because I was moving into my apartment, so I just got furniture for Christmas presents.
Oh, that's nice, though.
But it was very nice. Loved it. But then, then this year was just, can I just have money to pay bills?
Yeah, can I just have money to pay bills? Like,
and pay for this and pay for that.
And
pay off my credit card. Do you want to pay off my credit card?
I'm literally living paycheck to paycheck. Can you please just like
send me some money to have fun?
Yeah, like help a girl out.
I need to buy Starbucks, okay?
I know, like as broke as you are.
You still spend $20 on a Starbucks?
Because it's so true. Because you're like, do you know what?
It seems like a treat. Like I could buy myself a Starbucks and that'll make my day.
Oh my god.
It made me day.
God. Because I convinced myself, right, I'm going to get me Starbucks now, come back, I'm going to be so focused, I'm going to get this. Because I'm kind of OCD. Like, I like my apartment like a museum. And like I feel so bad for Aaron because I'm like,
what are you doing?
Where did everyone else go, Aaron? Did they be left her? No, they don't be left her. I don't know how he puts up with me, but I'm like, right, I have a cup of coffee now. I am ready for stuff to do. Like, it changes my mindset.
Yeah.
Like, it really, and I'm using the excuse of an espresso isn't open. I have an espresso machine. So I can't physically buy pods. I have to order them, and they take about 3 weeks because of lockdown.
Oh, that's
and I'm just like, do you know what? When I really like pay like $60 on espresso pods, when I could literally just walk across the road because I could see a Starbucks from my window, basically. Like what's the easier option? Even though
it is easier.
Even though I literally get like 60 coffees out of 60 pods, but I probably get what out of $60 in Starbucks.
You'll get 6 coffees. But that's like, because you texted me before you were coming up, you're like, oh, have you got coffee? And I was like, yep. And I was like, I have coffee pods there. I also have cold brew in the fridge.
Oh, she is correct.
And then I was like, do you fancy Starbucks? Just because I wanted a Starbucks, and then I didn't even go out and get it. I got it delivered.
Well, it is a bit far for you, because the weather today was pretty bad. Like,
yeah. No, well,
like
there's a few around. There's one just up. I don't want to say the street, but there's one just around the corner. Like, your man walked here with the coffees, and it took like 2 minutes.
Did he walk?
Yeah, because I think when it's that close, if someone's around and they're walking, like, they're not going to send a car with your Starbucks. It just depends on who's available. So your man was walking. It's actually lovely.
When you were like, I'm ordering, I'm thinking, God, do you want one? I was like, you are my angel on earth. Because you knew how tired I was this morning. Oh my God.
Yeah.
And you were like, we don't have to do it today. I was like, no. Yeah, I committed.
We were actually really prepared and organised.
Like, I've had 4 hours sleep?
Yeah. Do you know what? The last time I actually think I fell asleep early. So I'm trying to think, I feel like I wake up with a message from you and I'm like, oh, did I really go to sleep before 1 a.m?
I know, you'd be like, oh, I'm going to put this post up, and I'm like, she's asleep.
I know, yeah, this is going up at 12 o'clock their time, 5 o'clock their time, then Niamh's like, she's asleep and I don't have to post the post. But then I'm waking up earlier, so that's better. Because that's one thing that I wanted to include in my self-care, was just sleep better.
Yeah.
Like, I could sleep for hours, but it's not the right hours. Like, going to sleep at 3 o'clock in the morning and waking up at 8 or 9.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that. I'd rather... You feel so much better when you actually get up early, but I'm just not a morning person.
I used to be, but... Like, I'm not going to say I'm not a morning person. I think once I'm up, once I'm awake, I'm fine.
Yeah.
But sometimes... It hasn't been too bad because we've been, working from home.
See, I think
but when I was getting up at, 5:45, which is, quarter to 6...
I never had to do that.
I had to get up at 5:45, rush, get ready, run down to the subway station, pass all the crazies, over the bleeding coconut bridge, whatever you want to call it, and then on the subway, and then it was like a rush. I'd be physically, after getting off, I'd be physically running through the subway station to try jump on a bus that only comes every 20-25 minutes to get to the top of the road where I have a 10-15 minute walk down. I must have looked hilarious because I have this winter coat that I look like a penguin in because it literally goes down to
your ankles,
half a foot above my ankle, and me trying to run in that, holding a handbag and then a pair of basically waterproof Timberland boots for winter. I must have looked like a head case, and I was running like Mo Farah, what was that breeze? It's me pelting past everyone, and then running up an escalator. Oh my God, I never even told you. I was rushing to work one morning, it was in summer, and I got off the subway and I was like, oh my God, I'm going to miss this bus. And I was running up the escalators and I fell. But I was not over here. There's you stand on the right hand side if you're going to wait for the escalator. So there's always a line of people on the right hand side.
And the escalators aren't even that big that
they're kind
of squeeze past people, especially when you're wearing a jacket and have a bag and stuff. People run up the left side and then people just stand on the right, and then sometimes you have arseholes that they're standing beside each other, so they just block up the whole escalator.
Yeah, so the left is always for people who want to walk up the escalator, for people like me who physically run. So I was running. Obviously, I stood on my own trousers and I fell, and this is rush hour morning. So the escalator's packed. There's people behind you trying to run. There's people in front of you. There's people to the right. The guy pulled me up, and I just remember looking at my hands because I was in pain, but I wasn't gonna be everyone's looking at me right now to fall up the escalators, and I literally just looked at my hands and goes, oh no! I just kept running. He must have been what the. There was black, all of me white runners.
Yeah, because they'd be filthy.
It was oil. That's what I looked like. All of me trousers, and I had to go to work, and I was like, hey, fell up an escalator, don't run for the bus. I lived to tell, but my hand was killing me so bad because I think I put it on the edge.
Yeah, because your whole weight would go onto it. They always say, if you're falling, don't do that because you can easily break your wrist or sprain it.
Exactly.
Because your whole weight then goes onto your hand.
Because I think I caught the steps, the point of the step, because I had marks on my hand, and I was like, this is a fabulous morning. This is great.
I don't have any stories like that. My commute is really easy. No need to brag, but yeah.
Yeah, but that's so good though, especially on bad winters.
It was so handy. There was 2 occasions I think going to work where we had to get off and wait hours because the subway and all that. And then there was one occasion coming home, but that's just there's nothing you can do about that. The subway's down. for whatever reason. Yeah. I think that's what my downfall has been with lockdown, because my commute wasn't that bad. So I think I used to go up at maybe about 7 o'clock in the morning.
That's not too bad.
Even like
you'd be getting up at 7, I'd be left. You'd be left and
everything. So I'd probably get up. Now this was only in the last couple of weeks leading up to lockdown, like maybe March and February, because I changed position, so I had to be in a bit earlier, like 15-20 minutes earlier. So I used to get up around 7ish, and then I'd leave 7:30, between 7:30 and 7:45, depending on if I was ready. Because I mean, I used to just stroll around then in the morning, because it was literally get up, get washed, and get dressed. Like, I'd never really have breakfast in the morning.
No, I wouldn't.
Then I'd go up to the subway, and I'd be in work for about, depending on when I left, about 8 o'clock, 8:15. Like, if I left 7:30, 7:15, I'd be in work for 8, 8:15, in between that.
That's not too bad.
So it's not bad at all. And I literally would go up to the subway station, and I wouldn't have to go back outside
until your job's like connected to the subway.
Yeah, so when I get off the subway, then you keep walking underground, and it leaves you into the building complex. Like, there's like grocery shops, Starbucks, Tim Hortons, all that.
So you could literally
it's like 3 towers connected, so there's a big food court. So then literally you go up into my tower. So if it's really bad weather and I'm not leaving the building to go for lunch, which I never really did,
handy.
I would not be going back outside until I was coming home, then getting off the subway. So it's literally one subway and then there. So it is really like so lucky.
But then,
because I'm not obviously going to the office, then I'm getting up later. Like, I'm waking up maybe 8 o'clock, 8:15, and just logging out to the computer. So because I had to do the commute, although I'm not a morning person, by the time I get to work, I'm fully awake and I'm ready to go. Whereas now I'm getting up 15-20 minutes before I start work, and I'm still half asleep for the morning because I'm not getting out, I'm not doing anything. Yeah. Like, you don't have to, I feel like the brain's just smacks you in the face and you wake up.
I know, like today, I think I can't remember the last time I heard boards tween until I came up here.
Oh, yeah.
Like, actually just listening, hearing the boards. Yeah, I can't remember the last time I heard, like,
it's so boards. Cute in summer, the boards sometimes land on my balcony.
Oh, that's so cute.
I do try to put bread in for them, but they never come back. I think I just scared them off a bit. Because there's like a little garden, because I'm so low down, there's a little garden in the front, so all the boards to be in there in the summer. Like the little plants and trees, and then they occasionally land on my balcony. I'm like, cute. I do sometimes put little crumbs on the balcony. Try getting to like land there while I'm sitting there, but they won't.
Oh no, I don't want them landing there while I'm sitting there.
I just want to get a nice Insta picture, yeah.
Oh, it's all for the gram.
Yeah. Living life for the gram. Not this year.
Not this year.
No, but
yeah. Do you remember at the start of lockdown when there was like, you could get like loungewear anywhere?
Oh my god, yeah.
Now look.
That was my like summer wardrobe when I eventually ordered stuff. It was, I think I got like a pair of shorts and then like tracksuit bottoms and lounge stuff off Pretty Little Thing. And I went to H&M and tried to get stuff when they eventually opened, because I was like, I brought no summer clothes to Canada with me. I did not realise it got this hot.
Oh yeah.
Because this was my first summer here and it was roasting.
Oh yeah, it's hot. Like,
it was amazing.
Especially when you're not used to it. Like Ireland, it's like 16 degrees and people are walking with the tops off. Like, it's so different over here.
I feel like people don't realise how good the summer is. Like, I feel like from May 4th to literally the end of September, it was sunny every day with a few like rainstorms here and there, because obviously it doesn't rain in so long. But summer, amazing.
To different places. But you haven't seen it like in... this summer gone, your first summer.
Yeah.
So you haven't actually seen it
like, in all its glory, with festivals.
Oh my god.
Like events on. I went to the beach like every Saturday for about 6 to 8 weeks when we were able to go to them places. Every Saturday me and Michelle used to go to the beach, and it was always just great. We'd sit there all day, we'd bring a little lunch, we'd get Starbucks on the way. It was so cute. It was a little ritual. But,
no, you have to wait to, like, it's a different, when it's full up and swinging, like, it's a different...
like, there were so many things I wanted to do, and then, like, some family wanted to come visit, and we just had so many plans. But next year.
Exactly,
well, this year.
Well,
hopefully.
No, it will happen. Manifest it.
Yeah.
It will happen. But they're saying things won't be back to normal till September. But you know what? Like, I think... I think everyone's realising now there's nothing we can do. All we can do is do the guidelines they give us. Like, what can we do? Like, we just have to roll with the punches. So
just make the most of what you can do when restrictions lift easily. Like, I mean, we can go out to Niagara, we can go out to wherever.
I've been to Niagara 3 times.
I've only been once. The first weekend I got here, I went.
It's really nice to see. Have you been to Niagara-on-the-Lake?
No, just Niagara Falls.
Oh, Niagara-on-the-Lake, we went in the summer, just like for a drive down, and oh my god, Niagara-on-the-Lake is...
It looks beautiful.
It's like... Oh, it's just... I can't even describe it. It's just like all these houses are the cutest houses. Oh, if I had all the money in the world,
I'd live out there.
Oh my god, yeah. It's the cutest little spot, and like the little town is so cute, like so cute. It's literally like something of a little like a storybook.
Oh, that's great.
Because I think it's because it's so there's listen, there's Irish little country towns which are like quaint, but then there's like little towns over here that literally look like a little storybook. Like
they are like. It kind of sometimes looks like, do you ever see like American TV shows and they're driving around in like the little vans or the little truck things? Do you know them like old truck van type cars and they live on houses in them, and it's only like every couple of miles there's little houses and stuff.
Yeah, super cute.
I'm trying to think, like me and Michelle did do a couple of drives out, like we went out to Campbellford, we went out, I don't know what it's called, but when we went out to the safari, like we done like a drive-through safari thing, that was good. But while we were out in that area, there was a couple of places close by where they filmed The Handmaid's Tale. Like it was in between like Hamilton. So we went to them, and oh my god, I felt like I was walking through the town. It was so cute.
Do you watch The Handmaid's Tale?
Yeah, me and Michelle started watching it this year.
Real.
It's so good. So we visited some of the places that were there because it was out by the safari. Like we went to them. So I've seen a few little places now. I can't remember the name of any of them.
Anyway, we're actually going to jump into our little medium that we had a meeting with.
Yeah.
Or what would you call it? We'll call it a meeting. We had a reading.
A psychic medium reading done. So it was obviously done through like video call because of COVID and stuff like that. So we done it last week when we actually filmed our very first episode of the podcast. And we didn't want to talk about it then because we wanted to kind of talk about, I don't know, what we actually just waffled in the first episodes, but we didn't want to talk about this first. We were like, we'll talk about starting the podcast and we'll see how the conversation goes.
Yeah, I think when you have, like, when you go for a reading like that, you want it to kind of sink in first what they say.
Yeah, although now I probably can't remember it. And I did screen record it. I never sent the screen recording to anyone, but it's for me to go back and remember things that she said if I needed, which I should have done before this, but I didn't.
Yeah, well, I don't think we're gonna like we don't have to share it. Like at the end of the day, something like that is very private, and some people like not everything is private, but like
sometimes you just bring up certain stuff that you're like, oh yeah, that's really personal to your family. For me, this one actually didn't go into a lot of detail. Yeah, but do you want to talk about yours and if you like your past experience?
Yeah, we can talk about it. Yeah, so. Before I came, like we said earlier on, like I went in with no expectations with the one in Ireland because it's my first time going to one. But then, oh my god, like the details she could go to, like she knew conversations, she knew times, like there was just no way she knew the things she knew.
Yeah, and she wasn't older.
Like shot, and I'm raging because it was on. I had the recording of it on my old phone. And one night I got locked down my phone and I accidentally deleted everything. No. So that recording was one of them. But anyway, I can remember some of the details. Yeah. She knew times, she knew dates. Like, she knew the personality of the person that that came true. Yeah. And I was like, oh my god, like when you know someone like is very distinctive character, like like my granddad who came through, it was like loud, like we were very, very similar, like very feisty, like kind of we always joked with each other and stuff like that. So when she was like, oh yeah, like he's like he can always have a laugh with you, like you always have his around jokes and stuff, I was like, right, with the details she could go to about the jokes. She wasn't just describing an average person that you'd be like, oh yeah, that relates to them, because they're saying, oh, this was a person, like... Yeah, because she was like, oh, like, he's looking over your shoulder and he's like, what you doing? Like, he's being real nosy. And I was like, oh my god, that was like something my granddad would do. He'd be like, what you doing? Like, so it was, like, she was brilliant now, the girl in Ireland. But maybe I went in with the bar a bit too high over her, because I was a bit disappointed. Like, she didn't give me any, like, specific details. It was all very vague. Yeah. And she kept going, like, it was like she was watching the clock. It was like she was going on and on. like
Yeah, she was
like
going
emphasizing on things that like I was kind of like, right, come on, like I don't even know what you're talking about, like just move on. But it was like she was watching the clock and wanted to keep dragging it out. But she didn't give me any details. Like she didn't really tell me like much about, like, not to the extent I got in Ireland. Like, so yeah, did I come out of it disappointed? Yeah, because I don't think I took anything away from it. She was more talking about, oh, like does this have reference to you? Do you understand? Like, why are you like this? Like, is there a reason you're like this? And I'm like, come on, like, I didn't come here to talk about me.
Yeah, and all these things that do make sense. Like, you're supposed to tell me.
Yeah, like, it felt like she had, like, a template, and she just threw words out and threw things out, and if you, like... See, I was very, like, poker face. So I wasn't giving her much to go off, which that's the whole point. Like, you're supposed to be telling me, like,
that's how you know if they're good, if they can just tell you everything, they're not asking you a question.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, did I come out disappointed? Yeah, because she didn't give me anything solid. Like, there's nothing I'm like. I know, like, my mum and dad were like, oh, like, what did she say? I was like, to be honest, like, I can tell you bits and bobs, but like, nothing's actually sticking because she didn't tell me anything out of the ordinary. Like, not basic.
And I feel like we didn't go into detail what she said with each other because. Obviously we wanted to keep for the podcast, but she also didn't go into a lot of detail. But from certain things that we had said, like topics that she brought up, like they were similar in a way. But she also, like, she didn't know that me and Niamh knew each other. We both booked separately, separate times. We weren't in the room with each other when she was doing it. So for all she knew, we didn't know each other. Like, they were just 2 appointments she had.
She was like, just randomly 2 Irish girls, but
but she never even brought, like, that's what I'm saying, she never even brought things like that up, which was kind of obvious.
She couldn't even say my name. She was like, what's your name? I'm like, Niamh, and she was like, Nima? I'm like,
no,
Niamh, which, like, obviously my name does not look like
but once you say it, like,
I'm like, come on, like, how are you supposed to get an accurate reading if you can't even say my name?
She should have known it's Erin.
I know, the necko.
But yeah, I felt the same because I had readings done back in Ireland as well, and I had one really good one, which was my first ever reading, and like that, he went into so much detail. He knew personalities of people, he knew, like, my personality, he was able to tell me things that nobody knew, you know, like, just thoughts that you have
back in Ireland?
The person back in Ireland, like, things that I wanted to do, something as stupid as change my room around that I hadn't even said out loud. He was able to tell me things like that me nanny had an opinion on it, and like, that's when you're like, oh my god, like, I cried in that reading.
But you get emotional. You do get, because
it's really real. And
if you hear something that you like want to hear,
like,
or they have an opinion on something, or they want to tell you something, and it's detailed, like, you're like, oh my god, that it does.
It's so real. Like, that actually is me nanny talking to me. Kind of, so that was really good, and like cried and loads of things like that. Then I'd been to some group once, but the person never actually came to me. Like, it was just like benefit nights and pub occasions.
They'd be fun though.
They're really fun, and it's so interesting hearing what they say to other people, and you can tell by that person's reaction, right, this is a good medium, because that person's sobbing, she's telling this, like, she's telling accurate stories. But then I had a reading done before I came to Canada. So last year, maybe around April-ish, I went with 2 girls from work. She was shockingly bad.
Was she?
She was worse than her. She was worse than her. So that's why I had mixed expectations.
That's kind of good though. You went in with kind of like, oh, right, do you know what?
I know, like, she can be really bad or she can be brilliant. So I still came out of it a bit like, oh, but the one I went to before I came here was so bad. Like, she gave me half my friend's reading that went first, because we said, like, that we were close friends, whatever. So she gave me half of her reading. Then she was trying to get me to say things, and just to get the time over with, I was giving her a bit of info after a while, because it was just so draining.
It was like, you're dragging this out, and you're not like, I just want it over now.
Like, she was saying, like, oh, your nanny's telling me you have something exciting coming up, there's something really big. And I mean, if you say that to anybody, they probably have something in their life, whether they've applied for a new job, they're moving out or whatever. And obviously I was coming to Canada, but I didn't want to say that, so I sat there, and she kept going on for about a minute, and then I was like, oh, actually I'm moving to Canada, just because I couldn't be arsed sitting there listening for another 10 minutes of her saying, yeah, she's telling me you have something. So then she went on to that. And I don't know if I told...
Doesn't everyone have something coming
That's
up?
what I was saying. Like, there could have been Anne about...
It could have been getting a new, like, iPhone. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
It's
like, it could have been Anne. They could have related to anyone. But then when I said, oh, I'm moving abroad, then she started going on like, oh my god, yeah, she's taking me on this airplane and it's so far away, I'm getting so dizzy. oh my god, you're moving really far away. Like, and I could have turned around and be like, oh, I'm only going to Liverpool.
I'm going to Limerick.
But then she goes, are you going to Australia? Oh my god, I'm on this plane for hours. You know the way they feel like things. I was like, no, not Australia. She's like, oh my gosh, no. She's like, no, she's keep going, it's for her. She's like, are you going to America? And I was like, no. And I was also thinking like America's actually closer than Australia. And then I was just like, oh, I'm going to Canada. Because it was just like, then I started saying things.
Yeah, just like you're gonna be started like doing all the countries in the world before you get
then she's gonna say China, Russia, bleeding India. No,
that's
like,
worse. That's like a get. She started it
was
again.
real bad, and like we should have known. We pulled up, like it was in our house, in our front room, and she had all these like dream catchers, tarot cards, like all these little spirits. She saged us before we got the reading done. She had a black cat. Like she's
living up to the stereotype.
She really strongly believes.
So basically, she's like Whoopi Goldberg and Ghost.
Yeah.
Before she actually gets the powers. And Patrick Swayze's talking to her.
Yeah, she reminded me of, do you know, Harry Potter, the psychic teacher. Is it a psychic teacher?
Is it Emma Thompson? Emma Thompson plays her.
Emma Thompson plays someone in Harry Potter. What?
Yeah, I think so. If I'm right.
Do you know the teacher? And she has the real goggly glasses and.
I'm pretty sure that's Emma Thompson.
I can't even picture
Let me fact check real quick.
I actually can't even picture Emma Thompson in my head right now. I just know Emma Watson. Emma Watson is Hermione. But she reminded me a bit of her. Like, she didn't look like her or anything like that, but she just reminded me of her. She was wearing like this long flowy dress. Is that Emma Thompson?
That's Emma Thompson.
Oh.
Porter.
Yeah, but that's what I was talking about. But I actually don't even know if I know who Emma Thompson is, so I don't know why I'm questioning.
You do know Emma Thompson. She's in. Do you ever see Love Actually?
Yeah.
She's married to Snape in Love Actually.
Oh my god, that's her.
Yeah.
I never, ever knew that.
There you go. Look, we're all learning something
every day. Yeah, no, I never knew that was her. But yeah, she reminded me of her. She was just real whimsical and was playing up the part. So she was shocking. So I did go into this. But I was hoping that she wouldn't be like that. I was like, please, like, be good. Mm-hmm. And then she was just so broad with her stuff. Like, she couldn't give me any details. And everything she kept saying, she's like, do you know what this is in reference to? And I was just like, yeah, I think so. Or I was like, no. Like, I actually didn't give her an because I was just like, no, I'm not giving you any information. So I was literally, if you're watching back the screen record, I'm literally sitting there going, yeah. No. I'm like, yeah, definitely. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, but you know what? Like,
but if she's that good, she's meant to tell me things, and she did tell me a few things that I was like, oh yeah, like that does make sense. Like, she told me a lot of things that did make sense. I could remember and make reference to it, but they could apply to anyone doing anything.
Exactly, that's what I was saying.
That's why I didn't like.
It's like they come across like they have a template and they throw things out and see the advice.
Yeah.
But I just knew the first one I went, like, I know how I got so tongue twisted. I went to a girl before the psychic. I went to the psychic in Ireland, and then I went to actually a tea leaf reader before her, and I was only 15 when I went to her. And oh my god, was she good?
Really?
She was so good. I remember my sister Kira brought me, and I was so excited. And I'm actually not going to say some of the stories because in case they know her, because she's very popular.
Right.
She was unbelievable. Like, I go back to her, the things she told me
were like that.
And it wasn't like 10 years from now. It was like in the next few months. Bang, 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 bang.
Yeah, and it happened. Oh, I love that.
She was right. Like, she was able to tell me. I had only started seeing Aaron.
Right.
So she was able to tell me what Aaron looked like. What Aaron, like, what age he was, where he lives. Like,
see, I like that. That's what you want.
Stuff I hadn't even talked to Aaron about. She was able to tell me about him. So I was able to go out to Aaron later in the day, and I'm saying him, oh, I know this about you. She told me this and this is true, and he's like, yeah.
She
was unreal. She was unreal.
Although you shouldn't have high expectations going into Anne, I mean, people should say what they, like, she shouldn't be shit-talking everybody for a living, realistically.
And hold on, that girl we got last week, like, wasn't the cheapest of cheap.
No, it was she went over on mine. I think I got about 40 minutes out of our waffling, but it was like, what, $80? And I know back home, it like, depending on who you go to, it's like $50 to nearly $100, like, depending. You're going to Bernie Stokes, I think she's like 100 something, like, everyone
But Bernie
knows
Stokes is brilliant.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It depends on how, not even how good they are, but how well known they are. Because there is some really good people that you could get for about €50, which is $80, but you usually get about an hour, 45 minutes with them.
Yeah, true. Well, I paid, like, the girl I got, the psychic I went to in Ireland just, like, not long before I came here. I think she was €60.
Yeah.
And it was like 30 minutes, which was the thing she was able to tell me.
Yeah.
But she did, like, it was a medium reading, and it was like a tarot reading.
Oh, okay.
But it wasn't like, I'm only doing 15 minutes of medium.
Yeah,
15 minutes.
yeah.
I think it turned out to be like 40 minutes. But she was like, do you still have any questions that you want to ask? Like, I don't know what to ask someone. Like, am I going to die in the next 7 days? Like, and if I am, don't tell me. I don't want to know.
Yeah. Apparently, if they're really good and they can sense that death, like that you're going to die, they won't read you.
Well, then my
face just dropped. But that's like it.
But if I go in and they'd be like, I'm not reading you, I'm going to be like, oh my God, I'm going to die.
Yeah, I shouldn't have told you.
Like, I'd rather go in, if they sense death on me, sense death on me.
Yeah, but I don't think they can read.
Give me a fake reading. Do not tell me I'm going to die. Well, do I want to know? No, I won't die. No, I will die. I don't want to die, but, like, I wouldn't want to know.
No.
Would you want to know?
I don't think so, but I'd be curious as well.
Like, if you went in and you said, be completely honest, and they were able to tell you the day, time, and year you were going to die, would you want to know?
Do you know what? I always hear people, like, ask these questions, don't they? On, like, would you rathers or, like, hypothetical scenarios on podcasts, and I'm always like, yeah, I'd want to know, but I don't know. I feel like I would, because you'd want to just live your life. Like, if I found out I was going to die by the end of next year, I'd probably quit my job in about May and just go and do whatever I want to do. Rake up a load of debt on my credit card, fuck it.
But put it this way, right? That's one thing knowing, and you say, I'd live the best life. But would you live the best life knowing that you're going to die? Like,
yeah, I think you would.
But I don't think you would. I think you'd be so built up with anxiety, and the timer would constantly be on top of your head.
Yeah, but I think that would only happen in the last week. Like, if you found out, right, touch wood, that this isn't what...
Yeah, like, oh my God, we're like, come on, I'd probably walk out now and get fucking...
No, you won't.
Or something.
But if you were told, right...
That's me tapping the table just so you know.
If you were told, right, January 2022, you're not making it, that's when, like, you're going to die then. Or whatever, in the next 2 years, I think you'd be like, shit, I'm not going to grow old. I'm like, well, for me, because I'm single, I'm like, right, I'm not going to get married. I probably would dwell on it for a while, so I'm like, right, I'm not getting married unless it's in the next 2 years. Stuff like that. But then I'd be like, fuck it, I'm not going to be here.
You just get
I would literally maybe work for another month, save everything, probably ask Michelle, can I move back in more? Not pay, like pay her something every couple of weeks.
What are you saving for your funeral?
No, but saving to go out and then live life before I die, so I don't have to pay extortionate bleeding rent and stuff like that.
Well, that'll go one.
Yeah. But that's
I'd
save up just so I could do and go to the places I wanted to go to, and I'd keep my credit card, and I'd ask
you
the bank
love this
for
credit card. You mentioned this credit card.
But the thing is, you just rake up a load of debt on your credit card, knowing you're going to die. Do everything you want to do, and sayonara, bitches.
Sayonara, bitches.
Like, I mean, what can you do? Like,
that's
why we should all be living our lives to the fullest and not be doing things that don't make us happy, because you don't know when you're going to die. It could be next month, it could be next year, it could be the next decade.
Exactly.
You get me? You could be the oldest woman in the world at one point and live to 100 and something. You don't know, but you should just live your life as
YOLO.
You're not gonna make it. Yeah. YOLO.
What's the name of this episode? YOLO. What year was that?
Like 2014 or something.
Was it?
I think so. Yeah, it was actually a really long time.
Oh my God.
I'm so glad my mum was strict on me and never let me get tattoos, because I wanted to tattoo YOLO on my wrist.
Oh my God. I think I'm actually the only one.
Probably.
No, like my mum and dad don't have. My two sisters don't. But my two sisters do have tattoos. I'm the only one who doesn't.
Oh, I have one tattoo.
Where?
On my arm. There.
Oh my God!
Did you not know that?
No. Every time I see you have long sleeves on.
Oh yeah, I do.
What does it say?
It says "Love yourself."
In what language?
That's Arabic.
Well, come on. How was I supposed
No, but
to?
like, what did you think of it? I suppose, yeah.
That's so cool.
Thanks.
I
That's
love
the
it.
only one. Because it's just real simple. But yeah, I got it in secret. My mum didn't know about it till I went home. I got it in like 2014. 15.
How did you get the translation?
I looked at myself.
Did you just go into
No, but I researched it on everything, so all different websites correlated.
Oh, right, okay.
Like, I didn't just go onto Google Translate and put it in. I looked up what love yourself was in Arabic, and it came up like on different articles, and then I checked it on loads of different things. So it does say that. And then there's been a couple of occasions where people have been able to read it.
No way.
A fella that one of my friends was texting at one point, I think I can't remember if she was on FaceTime to him or what it was, or she had put a picture of her and he wrote back what it said. So I knew that's what I meant.
Oh.
And then when I was here, a couple of times on like nights out, people would come up and say what it meant.
That is so cool.
Yeah, so at least I know. And then when I got to Canada, me and Michelle were on the boat on the lake. We were doing like the lake thing. And I was leaning over the boat and I was holding like a can. And it was like one of them cocktail cans, like a gin smash or like a.
Oh, it doesn't matter what can it is.
I know, but it wasn't a can of Druids. Like everyone was drinking on the boat. You bought the drinks on the boat.
It was. I was holding
it
was a can like a gin smash. Like
yeah, but I wasn't drinking cans of Druids.
I thought you were going to say like it wasn't just a boat, like it was like a yacht. But no, you were describing a different can that made it more classy.
No, but it was like there was a bar on the boat. It wasn't as if a fella shouted down to me, and he literally goes, "Hey, love yourself," and I was just like, "What?" I didn't really hear it. And he's like, "Love yourself," and I looked up and I was like, "What?" He's like, "Your tattoo," and I was like, "Is that what it says?" Because obviously it was upside down for him.
Oh, right.
And it was like, I think he was saying like, "Love myself," or and I was like, "Love yourself," and he's like, "Oh, okay," and Michelle was like, "At least you know it's right," and I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Thank God." It's like, imagine people come up and were like, "That says chicken curry fried rice."
Yeah, or like that's a
prawn curry.
The amount of people that have like mentioned the prawn curry.
I know.
Yeah, like I think I just get something really small. I don't like meals. So it would have to be somewhere like just something small. I wouldn't want something like a big back tattoo.
I used to want like a whole sleeve and stuff.
Remember that was a thing though?
Yeah.
That was a thing at a stage.
Because I do love tattoos and I always wanted loads. And like my mom was always real strict. She's like, "No, you're not getting a tattoo." Because she got some when she was really young. And like she got some done herself. Like our brother had done like a few. Like so they're like half coming off and all. And they're bad.
Did she go crazy when she...
There was people in the house. I was so fucking lucky. It was... So I came home. I was working in Pennies at the time. So I got it done.
Pennies on.
And my cousin came with me. And then I literally had to go into work. So I wasn't coming home till like 9 o'clock that night. So I got it done. It was literally a few days after Christmas, like 2014.
Oh, so YOLO was about.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. But yeah, so I got it done, went into work. And then I came home and I had to clean it. And like put cream on it. So I just started...
The baby cream, isn't it?
So I just went in, right, said absolutely nothing. I was like, "Hey, my ma's friend was there and her friend's ma as well." So they're there and they're having a cup of tea in the kitchen. I just started filling this bowl up with like warm water. And my ma goes, "What are you doing?" Oh. And I go, "I'm just cleaning my tattoo." I said, "Under my breath." And she goes, "What?" And I was like, "Oh, I just have to clean my tattoo and put cream on it." And I could just feel her eyes boring in the back of my head. So I had me back to her. And she was sitting at the kitchen table.
God.
And our friend goes, "Did you say a tattoo? Did you get a tattoo?" And I was like, "Yeah, I got one today before going to work." And I was like, "What?" She said, "No, you didn't. Show me it. And I took off, just like, "Here." And my ma, I could just see my ma's face. She was like, "I'm gonna fucking kill you. You're lucky there's people here." And then a friend goes, "That's so nice. It's lovely. Where'd you get it done?" And I was like, "I'm not telling you where I got it done." And my ma's like, "Why?" I was like, "Because I know you're gonna go in." Yeah, it's 16 with consent from like a parent, but I didn't have consent. And I think I was 16.
You were 16.
I was 16 going 17 in like March. It was something like that.
Oh.
But she didn't go mad because they were there and they were just like, "Oh, it's lovely. It's so cute and small." And do you know, like, what does it mean? And all.
Tell you later.
But hope you enjoy, and we'll talk to you again next week.
Bye.